Yeah, you want to know the kicker? Good luck even knowing if one is honest or not on that subject, due to the fact that some of the artworks have the acorn stickers and some of them don't.
Eh.
Chicken go cluck cluck, cow go moo. Apparently we're on a farm. Yeah, I forgot to download it yesterday. I got busy doing other shit. Like, how are you enjoying it at least?
I'm enjoying it at least.
Uh,
It's like, yeah, it's feels pretty great on the when the moments you could turn the tables come up, like on the Raider. Of course, I also
what
do
is...
enjoy. What?
Continue.
Of course, those moments kind of take a lot of really ask for everyone to be able to get what they need.
What is player customization like?
Skills, passives, and appearance.
What is the appearance customization like?
Male, female, clothes, hairstyle, eyes, and I guess voice. It's there's no
race?
sliders, but it's all pre-selects.
Do I get to select my race?
I don't think you can.
I want to be in... I didn't want to be a Namekian.
I mean, you could but you can only do that when you use the combat transformation. Then.
I wanted to simply play as a non-human alien. I wanted to play as Frieza race, because...
You can only do that when you play as Frieza proper.
Oh. So it is more than just Cell, because everything they were showing only had Cell.
Cell, Boo.
Ah, cool.
I'm so done with this. I'm so pleased that this day has finally...
But can I be Vegeta?
You can, but only as a survivor transformation.
That's dumb.
If he's available as a bad guy raider, they haven't implemented it in the beta. If it's they do it by transformations. So my theory, if they add Raditz would be level 1, Nappa would be level 2, Vegeta would be level 3, and Grade 8 Vegeta would be level 4.
No.
Because every time the Raider starts, they always start at level 1.
Obviously, for that one, level 4 would have to be Baby.
Yeah, I kind of was that route before, like the Saiyan invasion, basing it off of that.
Yeah.
Because we don't even get Golden Frieza, we get First Form Frieza, because Fourth Form Frieza is kind of what we get.
Yes, but never mind. If you don't know who Baby is, it would make no sense to you anyway.
That was GT, isn't it?
Yes, it's after Vegeta gets taken over. Baby is Vegeta. It's just not Vegeta in the sense that you would traditionally think. Yeah.
I thought you just meant literally a baby.
Nope.
Great. You know what to do with that key.
Baby is evil Vegeta incarnate. Okay, let me rephrase that. Eviler Vegeta. Majin? Yeah, I also want to point out that is actually the only reason why he doesn't have Super Saiyan level 3 form.
Thanks.
Not even kidding. You pay attention, his transformation states are Vegeta, Super Saiyan Vegeta, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, Super Saiyan Majin Vegeta, which is ironic because it's just Super 2 with the enhancement of Majin. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Super Saiyan God Vegeta. No. Super Saiyan God... Yes, there's a nuance in there, but Super Saiyan God Vegeta is his actual technical classification.
5 Dragon Balls. That's
Yeah.
6.
Or the last... Because a lot of the moniker for that one is actually attributed to the Goku thing, but that's because of stupid translation shit and all of that. It's Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku. But for some reason, half of the time, Vegeta's doesn't actually get the full moniker. And to simplify things, everyone just called them Super Saiyan Gods because nobody wants to go through the full thing. And I think that's what ended up happening is in the Americanized variant, we cut off the additional Super Saiyan because, you know, Americans realized redundancy. And we're pretty sure that that guy was getting paid per word.
When he did get paid, he could take his check to an ATM machine.
Yeah.
His PIN number.
And actually, now the Super Saiyan God Goku's variant doesn't even exist. It's Ultra Instinct. Which is funny, because Trunks has Super Saiyan level 1 and 2, doesn't have 3 and 4, but has a 5th transformation mode that gives him red hair, which is supposed to be equivalency to 4. But that's because Xenoverse is technically canon.
It's 5.
How many times?
What? You're thinking fighters. Though, technically, since Trunks is part of the fighters timeline, that makes that also canon. Technically, so the thing on it is, we all see Trunks running around in all of this. That is because the Trunks that is on the Xenoverse, the Xenoverse is just kind of a subsection of Canon C due to the fact that all timelines do exist within it, making all timelines canon. But they admit that it's kind of a multi-time branch. So the big thing is that whenever like one timeline springs up, if you go back to change it and change those events, another timeline would technically spring up. And they're on these little itty bitty things called time scrolls, but there can only be so many time scrolls in existence. But because of powers granted to him by the Supreme Kai of Time, and an invention he makes later on that gives other people the capability, them jumping between times, stopping quote-unquote evil villains from changing anything, doesn't fuck with the timelines. I want to point out that a half Saiyan, half human literally figured out how to complete the same thing as the Supreme Kami of Kai, who's a short little Kai girl. She literally looks... She's supposed to be, like, really, really ancient and super powerful and all that, and yet she still looks like she's probably at most in middle school. Yeah. Well, it's just how the Kais are, because even with the first time we were introduced with him, he looks like he's in middle school, but he fucking kicks ass and takes names. And then his elder is actually, well, not his elder, but the guy who's older than him is actually a weaker person, and everyone's like, oh. And then they fuse together eventually. But anyway, enough about Kais and their timeline. And then, I mean, you got the Kai of North, South, East, and West, if we really want to be technical, but we don't see 3 of them ever. Well, I think we see them twice, but they're in movies only. So, yeah. But, yeah, I just want to point out the fact that, yeah, he figured out how to literally copy her time abilities. Apparently that is not the best ability and the most powerful ability they have, since some normal person, say a human thing, figured it out pretty easily and can mass produce those. Which also brings into the fact that there is a card game that exists within that universe that features the Z Warriors. So canonized, they are also cards! And that actually eventually plays a role in some of the Xenoverse stuff. Not anything that we're playing, but, you know. So, yeah. No. Dragon Ball already has its fans in admittance. Man, Dragon Ball is shit. I know, I mean, those fights that take forever. Aren't you a Dragon Ball fan? Yeah, it doesn't mean I can't admit its flaws. That's what makes the show great. I mean, I'm a Dragon Ball fan, and let me point out the fact that you get your reenactment of every episode. Ah! Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Ah! Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Ah! Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Pah! I beat you! Haha! No, you didn't! Ah! Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Ah! Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Ah! Next time on Dragon Ball Z. I have you at your limits. Ah! Next time on Dragon Ball Z. We finally finished them. A new threat is coming. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Well, yeah. Actually, if you want to know the truth, the original series is actually a trimmed down version. If you watched a director's cut, there are several additional episodes.
Oh, fuck.
And you've probably already seen part of it, because Dragon Ball Kai is the director's cut. Which is also funny, because in that instance, they've also trimmed out a lot of the nuanced stuff. There are several moments that were just completely deemed unneeded for it and were removed due to that fact, but were kept in the original, but for some reason not in the director's cut. But then there's some additional nuances in Kai where some parts exist that didn't exist in the original, and that's because they're actually supposed to be there. In fact, actually, for Kai, I believe they've cut out all of the flashback episodes, thank God. Yeah, but then there's instances of, like, certain things that you're like, there's an episode entirely featuring, like, Krillin just doing his day-to-day life stuff. He's a police officer, if you didn't know that. I did. Yeah. So, yeah, there's the conflict of interest. On one hand, you've got the, you know, floating down the river. On the second hand, you've got the river is made of lava.
Like I said, I like Dragon Ball fighting when something happens.
And actually, if we went through it, the great thing is Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z technically never actually have a point where they, don't merge, because in the original Dragon Ball series we have Teen Goku's years as well, which then goes into Dragon Ball Z, and several of the issues that are in Dragon Ball Z's modern manga are actually attributed to Dragon Ball. So, Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z are technically not separate things. Yeah. The only reason is because people wanted a distinguishing mark between the series. I mean, it works. Let's just admit it. Dragon Ball Z has to add a Z to everything, so...
Please. Now you're gonna be like Kingdom Hearts with X's.
Yeah. Kingdom Hearts 4 is gonna be delayed.
I'm sorry.
It's not over yet?
No, they are creating Kingdom Hearts 4. It's already been announced.
I haven't...
Chris understands the joke of why I say it's going to be delayed.
Excuse me.
It's always delayed? Is it like
What?
Is it like always delayed or something?
No, there's much more to it. So, one of our friends is kind of a big fan of Kingdom Hearts. I don't know how she'll take Kingdom Hearts 4. But, so, with 3, when it was being produced and all that, the first time we were having a conversation, and I said, she was like, oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 is gonna come out, and I was like, you know, it's gonna get delayed, and all of that. And she was like, yeah, probably, because, like, that was the point where all the games were just getting delayed for no reason. You know, it's like, oh, so it got delayed, and she's like, oh yeah, they've come out with the second release date, it's supposed to be this, and I was just like, you know it's gonna get delayed again. She's like, well, probably not, due to the fact they seem to be working on time and things seem to be going smooth, and then they caught another snag and it got delayed. And she's like, oh yeah, they just announced the new release date. And I, immediately after she said that, I was like, you know it's gonna get delayed again. And she's like, it better not! And then it got delayed again. So the ongoing joke is because then she brought it up and she's like, okay, they had this release. And I started to go, you know it's going to get... And she's like, I swear to God, it gets delayed. So the ongoing joke with it for me and Chris on that one was just that he would say something and I'd be like, you know, I heard Kingdom Hearts is going to get... So, jokingly, I've just openly, anytime a new Kingdom Hearts game is announced, I just say Kingdom Hearts is going to be delayed.
I think I might be enjoying this a bit too much. Would you care to take part?
It's like the new Pokemon games. There's going to be a lot of porn of the new professors.
I'm pretty sure that's just a given.
Well, I can't possibly be wrong. There's already a lot of porn of the new professors. Specifically the female one. The problem with having your search engine never having censorship and all of that is like, oh, they've released the new information on the Pokemon. Oh, they've shown the professors. Oh, what do they look like? Yeah, you regret looking at that.
You found a power key. Go slot it.
I know what they look like, with and without clothes, according to some.
Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick.
I have no purpose in knowing what they look like without clothing. Not that it offends me or puts me off or makes me mad or anything, it's just a thing I didn't need to know, so it's just useless information to me.
You have my
I prefer not to waste my time on useless information. Like Bella Delphine.
You know that island place that Mario went to in Super Mario Sunshine?
Be careful too, okay?
That is not a good implication. That is not something that's good. If Mario visited Bella Delphine, I don't need to continue this sentence. It's me, Mario. I'm cleaning her pipes.
I use as a water cannon.
That's a new power key. Place it now.
I have seen more of Bella Delphine than I care to have known about her existence. She doesn't have the world's worst body, but she still always just gives me the feeling that she's just like a middle schooler trapped in an adult's body. Her face. Yeah. Her face.
That assumption.
I mean, again, she's smart. She makes great business decisions, so you can't fault her.
One of your allies needs some help.
I understand why people are sexually attracted to her.
Are you here to save me?
Mostly due to this magnet.
The wrong magnet.
Oh, sorry, this is a magnate. My bad.
That's a magtite.
This is a magpie.
Yeah. Actually, Runo asked a question about her at one point, saying like, "Oh, you know, I wonder if there's anything," and I sent him a specific web link and all of that, which is funny. And I'm like, "There, I did the research for you. Are you happy?" He's like, "That was fast," and I'm like, "It's not the first time I've been requested." If I started charging for my services, I'd either be rich or just as broke, because people would realize how easy it is. You're the man that... You're the man that can find anything on the internet, if I really feel that it's worth the time, effort, and, you know, worth my time to do so. I mean, the fact that my sister told me she had a OnlyFans account, and I ran, because I had heard about the major hack that had happened, I ran a few back traces to make sure her account wasn't any of the ones to be attacked, because, you know, otherwise I would have had to give her that painful information. Found out that if you take the avatar from her thing and run it into a reverse image search, you can find her Facebook account. Still haven't told her because I don't feel it's necessary, but yeah. She was very careful not to put her real name on that, and you can just easily find it by doing a reverse image search. Not a lot of people realize you can do that, so that's mainly why I just don't care. It's great when you know someone who's good with security. You gotta be very careful with any image you post on there, because someone who knows what they're doing can probably tie it back to something, which is why there aren't many photos of me straightforward or in another manner. There's actually a photo of me that's really great because I'm just the background person that's tagged in it. I think I told you at the wedding. I'm like Bigfoot in photos. I somehow managed to get into them, but, you know, no one...
Here I am with the groomsmen and the bridesmaids. Where? Over there behind the punch.
Here I am with the bridesmaid and the groom, cheering them on for their happily wedding. Oh, which one are you? Which one are you? I'm the one holding the piece of cake forward. You can't see my face, but that's me.
Yeah, if you look behind the table here.
Here I am at a friend's party. Which one are you? The one looking at the camera. I don't see. Look in the far back and you'll notice someone's facing the wrong direction. How the hell is anyone ever supposed to see that?
If you look at the stairs in the dark corner over there, I just happened to be coming downstairs when this photo was taken.
Here is a photo of me at my French child's baby shower. Which one are you? I'm the leg. I'm the leg sticking up out of there. Why? I tripped in front of the camera trying to stop. No, that is just me cosplaying as Paige.
Someone is down. Can you help them?
If you look right in this area, you'll notice it's a bit vague and there's a human shape there. That's me, just standing against the wall. Well, you know. Alrighty, you caught me. Been working on my transmography. So that way I can sneak up behind people and beat them like piñatas.
I don't see how that's very...
That is forever going to be one of the greatest Dark Souls moments ever, though. You know what the funny thing about that is, K-Man? K-Man has died.
No, I'm just like,
That strategy, it took forever to become an adaptation, but it finally got adapted in Elden Ring. Though it's not two people using it, it's usually someone running into a room, transforming into one of the items that's filled with a bunch of enemies, so the enemies won't attack them, and they start wailing on the other person who runs in there. Yeah. So, our natural cunningness has once again taken time to adapt, but has adapted. Why is this guy standing in the middle of the room waiting for me? Okay, I'll look to the left, look to the right. There's obviously no one here, so what the hell? I guess he's probably waiting for a fair fight or anticipating on springing that trap on me and then beating me. Alright, K-Man. Let's go. Beat him like a piñata! There was no mana when I bought it. Or there was no mana when my grandma bought it. I've taken a break from making cards, but I'm probably going to go back to it before too long. Yeah. I've actually been creating a custom series that are actually playable and not just AI fun. Seeing if I can make an entire commander deck and then having a friend do the drawings for them and just kind of printing them out via the proxy cards we're given. Not like I don't have 100 of those. So. You know, at $250 a pack, I think I'll probably spend that Mooney. That Mooney. Are we in a Kingdom Hearts game now? Yes. You know, I'll probably spend that money on other products from Wizards of the Coast. You know, ones that I can actually play and have fun with and, you know, do a draft with probably. So that way more of us can have fun. Just saying.
I think it's worth it to drop ridiculous, ludicrous sums of money on things that are useful.
They're a collector's thing, and while I collect the cards, I also want to play with them. Yeah, you should see me and Urza on a Friday night. A little tickle, tickle, tickle.
Tickle, tickle.
I am looking at that now because fuck you and my imagination.
That's... Get to see me and a sexy old artificer. I mean, it's kind of questionable how he was fucking ugly as hell in the original arts, but then got hotter as he aged. Yes, I know what game he's from, but... Look. Elminster was once a woman. I'm sorry that disturbs you. Luna, give me your chocolate bars or I'll shoot this laser beam at you. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, don't you hate becoming a Transformer as you get older? Of bed. Transformers. The guy screams a lot. What? Ah! Ah!
Transformers, oh god, there goes my thigh.
Yeah. Transformers, I've lost
Oh, I'm
sight in
Frieza.
both eyes.
I'm the Raider this time.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah. You
Speaking of Transformers.
you basically kind of pick what you want to play as before you start a game, but there's no guarantee you'll get it. Only if you choose any selection. But even in this one, there's no guarantee. So you probably guarantee playing Survivor if you pick Survivor. But
well, there wasn't any guarantee in that either because you could both pick the Predator on there and then it would choose between you guys.
that's only, yeah, in private matches.
Oh, yeah. It would just be the same thing, but with more people. It'll just randomly, if you all pick Predator, it'll just randomly give it to someone.
Uh-huh. Actually.
If you pick Soldier, you're almost guaranteed to get Soldier.
Chris has recently seen Prey.
Yes. It's about time to make my move. That's not what we're talking about.
You gotta love that movie. I love when you asked a question, my only response was, shut up, it'll be answered later. Now stop asking questions. Why did they do this? It'll be answered later. Why did they do this? It'll be answered later. Why did they? Shut up, stop asking questions, that'll be answered later. So I'm not allowed to ask questions. You're allowed to ask questions, just not ones that are going to be answered later. Well, how was I supposed to know that? Shut up, you'll know when that'll be answered later. Let's not bring my ungodly canniness of knowing when Danny Trejo is nearby. I made another one of those gags, and I said, you know, I was like, watch, they're gonna get Danny Trejo to play the role, and then they got Danny Trejo to play a role. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Look, I can't condemn that guy. I think he's a pretty decent guy from all I've heard. I'm not gonna say anything that may or may not jeopardize his life. In fact, if I can keep getting him business, you know.
You have my thanks.
I'm also not gonna say anything because I'm going to jinx it, kind of like the whole Queen gag. All of the people who made the joke about the Queen dying, and then a week later, the Queen died. All like, well... Yeah, the day before she died, I actually made the joke of, I was like, that old bitch is never gonna die.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Then she dies the next day, and as an Irishman, for some reason, I just got up and started dancing.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Betty White didn't have her daily dose of drugs, sex, and rock and roll. Yeah. Oh, which hero died? Heroes never die. So obviously she was a villain. Oh, Betty girl, the pipes are calling. Oh, God!
Gonna kind of fix this with remakes, but heroes never die. They just go MIA.
You know. It's better than combining it in Sausage Party, as I just did. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling. Oh, God, my skin! They're eating babies! Chris is just a hard, horny taco. Look, you shouldn't have let it up. You shouldn't have let on that that was it. New Warriors was good up to a point, but I do love that still. That will forever. Yeah, well, I just want to point out I just love. Well, you know, they're not pushing anything too fast or anything. And 5, 4, 3, 2. Your eyes. And there it is! Yeah.
Go!
Well, we don't know that. There could have been a time lapse. We were never actually told that there wasn't one. It is X-Men.
You're going to pass!
And steal them. I tried so hard not to make that joke.
She's also magic.
You know, the sock puppet. Lockheed, the magical dragon that ends up being a sock puppet in the movie. Who also has no technical correlation to magic in the comics, so...
Let's go!
He's mostly seen with Kitty Pryde.
You bastard!
Shadowcat. Kitty Pryde. Because that was original. Her name is Cat. What will we call her? Cat. Well, okay, this guy's name is Peter Rasputin. What will we call him? Colossus, obviously. A giant Russian made of metal. So we're just gonna name one person by their actual name and then say fuck all and give other people other names. Now we're just naming people off of physical traits. Alright. Well, this lady's psychic, and she can... She's one of the strongest psychics in the known world and all that. Jean Grey! You just called her name.
Yeah. What's her name?
Jean Grey.
Yeah, we've got Jean Grey written. Well, that works. Yeah, it's already been approved. No, I mean for the hero.
How about
Yeah.
Briefs Blue?
Oh, no, if you pay attention, all of the psychics in that one, like in X-Men, are literally named by their exact name. Charles Xavier is just Professor X.
This,
But she manipulates energy.
Yeah, she's not really actually considered a psychic in that manner. She does have psi abilities, but also, I hate to tell you this, that's also her name.
Her name is Psylocke.
Her and Bishop are brother and sister.
Of course. And then you have Bishop.
Yeah, who is just literally called Bishop. Cable is Nathan Summers, so yeah, at least one of them does break that. Or, not Nathan Summers. Yeah. Yeah, it's Nathan. Well, I get Havoc and Cable's names confused from time to time.
Understandable.
Havoc is Alex Summers. Alex, Scott, and Nathan. Alex and Scott are brothers, and Nathan is the son of Jean Grey and Cyclops. Yeah. Emma Frost. Her name is literally Emma Frost.
Yeah.
Like, oh right, you're a psychic. Oh cool, what will my name be? Well, what's your name currently?
Emma Frost.
There you go. I am a psychic with immense powers. What is your name? Dick Fucker. Alright, Dick Fucker, congratulations, you're one of the X-Men. What's my superhero name? Well, obviously, Dick Fucker. So I don't get one. I mean, like, the Cajun's Gambit, the mutant with the healing factor and was created as a biological weapon is, you know, Wolverine.
Female Wolverine can stand up to 5 feet.
Yeah. The one who shoots laser beams out of his eyes, thus far has to wear a pair of sunglasses that look like it's one singular beam and one singular eye. His name's Cyclops. And I get stuck with my boring ass name.
What about that kind of lizardy looking guy? He doesn't look like a lizard. Well, I don't know what to call him. He looks like a demon. Oh, that's Kurt.
Lizard-looking guy. You're referring to Nightcrawler, whose name is Kurt Wagner,
Yeah, it's like,
who,
that's Kurt.
for one, doesn't look like a lizard remotely,
I know, I was being dumb on purpose.
who has a nickname of Nightcrawler. Dildo.
Yes. That's what I was doing. Oh, that's like a lizard. I don't know. Who is that? That's Kurt. Okay, so you call him Kurt. Oh no, Nightcrawler. Why does he get a cool name?
Professor Hank McCoy is Beast. Which is funny because he actually prefers people to call him Beast. Well, no, it's because his intellect and all of that, he understands it's just a moniker and all of that, but it's like, it describes me well.
Yeah. The best part of those ones.
What's your name? Beast. No, what's your human name? Hank McCoy. Oh, so I'll just call you Hank. I prefer you to call me Beast. So you go by your name? Well, no, it's just a moniker that describes me better than my name. I don't really care whether or not you call me it, I just prefer it. At one point, someone calls him Professor Beast. I'm a little sad that we never got a Mr. Beast crossover.
Mr. Beast. No, he's over there.
Oh, what about that one? What about that one lady who is also a guy, depending on which version of the comic arc you're going to? Because God help me, that isn't confusing enough. That can shoot bones out of their stuff. That's Marrow. So you even give them a cool nickname. But yeah, kind of makes up for their lack of stupid power. What about the lady who can shoot fireworks out of her hand? That's Jubilee.
Oh, come on.
She gets a cool nickname. Actually, it's a combination of her first and last name, believe it or not.
Julia B.
No, but
Who's that over there? Oh, that's, Super Atomic Teenage Warhead. What?
we didn't come up with that. We're also not going to try to stop it. Why? We would prefer to keep the school standing. Why? She's a moody teenager.
No, it was Negasonic, my bad.
Yeah. So why don't you try to change it? She's a moody teenager.
It's fine. She'll probably level out in a few years.
Hopefully.
Until then, we're not wanting her to level out the school.
We're not wanting her to level out a block. We've learned with Speedball. Oh, you might know him as Penance now.
Also, unfortunately, in this game, the flying Nimbus is really slow.
Yay. Well, no. Have you ever seen Omnislash? I mean, do you want that to be your actual name?
He's also not a psychic.
Ugh. I think that's the joke amongst the sidekicks, is there's no reason to give nicknames because a psychic will just know who you are.
Okay, well, fine. I guess I'll drop his name thing for now. So what's the goal? Well, we've gotten word that Magneto is moving with the Brotherhood. Magneto, come on, he's gonna...
Hey, look, he assigned it to himself. It's really weird. He goes on and on and on and on about his parents dying in the Holocaust and, you know, Jewish belief and why humans are bad, and then refused to call himself by his Jewish name. Sure.
I forget Magneto's
What about
real name.
what about that tall guy? What tall guy? The one that's running right at the building. Juggernaut!
Okay, you go after him. The huge guy. Okay, what's his name? Oh, yeah, I can see him. What's his name?
I'll go after the springy one. You know, the one that looks like a toad? You mean Toad?
Oh, okay. At least someone else has a nickname.
Once again, he chose that. Don't ask why. Well, okay, let me point out, he chose it, but only because people kept calling him it. They kept saying he looked like a toad, and that he was slimy like a toad and all that, so he chose his nickname to be Toad. I mean, I guess turning your badge of shame into a badge of honor. More power to him.
In the middle of the fight. Oh, okay, it's just you, Colossus. God, there's a lot of them. I'm not Colossus. What?
Who's the lady that just punched me? You mean Raven? Oh, she's got a cool name. No, we just called her by her first name to make you feel less bad. Oh,
Okay, then what is her code name?
Mystique.
God damn it.
Yeah. Does everybody on the X-Men team who isn't a psychic need to have a code name? Well, no, they don't need to.
He usually just goes by Logan.
In fact, some of them don't really even care. Like, once again, we have Logan, Kurt. Well, that's all we can really name for them. Scott just gets called Scott when he's at the school because no one cares to actually give him a fucking nickname outside of it because he's kind of a dick. Really? Well, it depends on which arc you go with, but yeah. Also, because, you know, you talk to his girlfriend, you'll piss him off. Oh, who's she? Jean Grey. What's her name? Or nickname? Jean Grey. Well, what's her powers? Well, I mean, if we go by it, she has psychic powers. See, there's the psychic powers with the base name. Oh no, her nickname is Phoenix, but only when she has the Phoenix Force.
The what?
The Phoenix Force.
Okay, you lost me.
Well, you see, she maintains her psychic ability, it gets pronounced, but then she also gains immense cosmic capability.
Alright.
I don't know. Try not to ask. I don't know. It depends on which arc we're in. Which arc are we in? Ask the viewers.
You found a power key. Go slot it.
Welcome. The whole thing has just been Deadpool in costume describing this.
Well, obviously. Wade Wilson. Who's the ugly one who looks like he's been horribly disfigured, burnt in a car fire, and then someone tried to put him back together using a bubblegum model? You mean Wade Wilson? Oh, so let me guess, he's a psychic. Nope. What's his code name? Deadpool? Why can't I get a cool name like that? Because you're a psychic. I kinda shafted you on that one, dickface. Yep. Cheese and nugs. I will catch you during the weekend so we can get this more figured out. Careful of the chimpanzee that's clapping in the bathroom, smoking a cigarette. Could probably go take care of that. Go spank the monkey. As well as you should. Later. Yeah. I was gonna download it yesterday, but then I got a bit sidetracked for a long time.
Danger here, aren't I? Help me.
Shit. Thought the beta was gonna go a little bit longer. Because usually they don't release the beta so close to the release date.
I don't want to die.
So have you decided what system you're picking it up on?
I'll be it on PlayStation if you're willing to play with me on it. But I think I'll probably go with PlayStation because it's easy. It makes things simple.
And you have less modders to deal with. Unless it's cross-platform play.
As far as I know, no, it's not.
Okay.
Well, welcome. Thank you.
Like I said, you know. I'm sure Runa will be willing to play with it.
I asked him over Discord, but he hasn't gotten back to me on it.
That's because he was busy explaining a couple of lines that I left in the chat because...
I haven't, Facebook, I haven't like popped back onto that.
Yeah, you don't need to concern yourself about that. It was just questionable lines in history for adult content relations.
That's a new power key. Place it now.
Every once in a while, I scroll through things to see what hilarity, stupid lines I can find in either people typing fast and just stupid titles that make no sense because I get bored. So, I mean, if you were interested,
Or Dragon Balls.
One of them, actually, they're still in the chat, so I can pull them up. Yeah, I wasn't really expecting anybody to respond to them. I figured Runo probably would. He did not respond to me calling him a butt, however. Oh, he was on 27 minutes ago. Yeah. So, one of the type things I came across ends up reading, Undress the Witch, worship, very little girls, small grills, 12 age. So I asked, what the hell is this line? Because it just sounds like, you know, the grill that they're trying, like a bunch of little girls are stripping a witch and burning them on a 12-year-old grill. Another one, caught inhaling and riding boyfriend's man rod in his parents. I was just like, I am very concerned for the porn industry.
Someone save me!
COVID proved one theory that I had 100% correct. You lock a bunch of people in a room together with nothing else to do and a camera, eventually they'll make porn. You know, as sad as I am about the moon event being over, one thing I do like about Kavaris is when the music for the alerts isn't going off, it's quite relaxing. Oh, you also haven't seen my Halloween costume in the game. Yeah. Sorry, well, probably download. What time did you say it finishes?
1 a.m. my timer.
So I've got like 2 hours. Hour and a half. Oh no, 2 hours. I'll see how long it'll take to download. I also don't download a lot of demos or betas because then I have to go and remove them later. I'll download a beta or a demo usually if it's a game that we're thinking about all picking up or something like that. Oh, Let It Die got an update with Death Burst. Huh. It's good to know Russell Crowe still got business. Coming soon. Alright, Crisis Core is coming out soon. You know the game that no one's ever played before? Goddamn, what is in the deluxe edition? You know my favorite thing when you go to see what's in a digital deluxe edition for a game?
What?
Coming 12/13/2022, 10 ratings, which gives it 4.5 stars. Square Enix Co. Ltd. Teen ESRB, Blood and Violence. Okay, so what's in this edition? Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion Digital Deluxe Edition for PS4 and PS5 is $69.99, so I wanted to know what was in it that made it so pricey. The description here. Pre-order bundle coming 12/13/2022. 4.5 stars, 10 ratings. In the bottom right-hand corner here is options, health / privacy / terms. In the lower right or left-hand corner is circle back. That is the entirety of the information on this page.
1 minute to beat him.
Oh my god, PlayStation. Why? Okay, good.
Alright! It's all you got!
Come on. Can you do it? Miss. Damn. Go for it.
Are you kidding me? They're remaking Modern Warfare, but now they're giving character customization in it.
Oh man, this guy keeps missing his
Modern
spirit
Warfare.
bombs. It'd be great if you could actually hit it. It's not gonna win time.
Let's all buy Dead Island 2 so we can hear the infinite repetition of canned food is all we have here.
I think he would have been himself if he actually went into the combat. Unfortunately, he fired a spirit bomb and missed. Kept missing.
Well, you know. Okay, so the only thing we've seen, when does this get released? Due 03/20. This is like 4 months out. And okay, good. We're getting a bit of a visual trailer. Let's see.
What are you looking at?
Dead Island 2. Okay, you've shown me a bunch of places, but nothing that tells me anything about the gameplay. Okay. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this in the nicest way I think I possibly can.
What are you looking at now?
Dead Island 2, still. It looks like there's more customization or more characters to choose from, because they haven't shown us anything on character selection or all that, but there's also, like, everything they just showed for it just looks like... It makes me think that there's character customization, because the person that they show on the front never made an appearance as a character. They didn't, like, do an opening screen for it or anything to show this was the character you were going to play as. I could be wrong. But it just looks like more of Dead Island. Looks like we're going to be running around another island with dead people.
Well, it's in the name. It's to be expected.
But it's okay to span from the side a bit.
I guess you don't want to go play Dead State or Dead Continent or Dead Force.
Yeah.
Perhaps even Dead Rising.
No, because that's just Dawn of the Dead. Plus, I've beaten all of the Dead Rising games.
Yeah, I haven't gotten my hands on the DLC for number 2 or even 2 proper. I'd only ever want to get 2 so I could try the DLC out. But I don't have that. I don't even have that. And I never got my hands on, what was it, 3? There's like a 3 and a 4, right? Or is it just a, yeah, 3 and 4.
Yeah.
I heard in one of the versions they took out the time mechanic that was the signature of the game.
Yes and no.
Is it an optional mode now?
Well, give me a moment. I'm finishing this trailer, so there's a lot of funky music playing. Look, if I can throw cigarettes, lit cigarettes into a pool of oil, that'll make this game the best one ever.
Oh, and another game begins.
Okay, I'm also going to point out the fact that Dead Island 2 doesn't even take place on an island from what it looks like.
What does
It looks like it takes place in, well, San Francisco.
Maybe if it was Alcatraz, but that's too small of an island.
Well, no, like it is. It looks okay. You know how Dying Light doesn't take place in an island. It's a city that got fenced off and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what this area looks like. It's like a huge ass area, but it just doesn't look like it got fenced off. It just looks like, oh, it was an invasion.
So
So I don't know.
We probably won't get to see the border of the quarantine, huh?
Yeah, like I think it's just going to be a city area where we get to run around, but there's going to be more to it that we just can't access. Now what was the thing we were talking about before that I had to say?
Something about Dead Rising. Oh yeah, Dead Rising timing mechanic.
So Dead Rising 3 is the one that doesn't have it, like, specifically in it. But there are manners that do need to be taken in time. Like, you have to do it within time. And 4 also, I think, just completely removes the time limits. But I think it's optional that you can put them in. In truthfulness, I actually just prefer without them, because I realized in 3 that it was just as capable. How long will it take to download? .4 gigs. Shit, I missed another week. Arrow Couture.
Thanks.
Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm surprised I got away with that.
Thanks.
Oh, sweet. So, I love how naturally assuming that they are in this. For the Hogwarts Legacy, the description is like, battle Dark Wizards, choose your legacy, or choose your like path and all that, and then it's like battle Dark Wizards, and I'm like, but what if I join the Dark Wizards?
You really want to save me?
Oh God, no.
Go slot it.
No, no, no. Oh no. No, 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 no. No, no, no.
Hey, great! You found another power key.
No,
Use it quick.
no,
That's a new power key.
no,
Place it now. Hey, great!
Where is
You found
everyone?
another power key. Use it quick.
Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Oh, welcome. Thank you.
What's it looking like? 6 out of 7.
Great.
You're
You know
not
what
enough
to do
for
with that key.
gameplay.
Your allies knocked out. Can you save them?
Octopath Traveler 2 is coming out already? Shit. Yeah, like 4 months from now. Holy shit. One Piece Odyssey.
System for the super time machine is ready. Head
Yeah,
there now.
maybe we can complete something in less time than it took Luffy. It took Luffy over 1,000 episodes. I bet it takes us less than 10 hours.
Unless Frieza had the last Dragon Ball. Oh, there's a way to check.
I'm in danger here, aren't I?
Oh, Resident Evil, the village is creating a new version of itself, which contains all of the DLC, blah blah blah. They're trying to resell the game for. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna stop looking at the to be announced. It's just making me sad and depressed. Kinda makes me want to kill. Oh, Genji, you look stupid as hell.
You've got all 7 Dragon Balls. Summon Shinron at the altar.
That means I'm gonna have to renew this.
Actually, can I? There's money in here I can do with this.
One of your allies needs some help.
Oh, nobody. The wish wasn't even made, but Frieza got all distracted, I think. Hi, everyone.
Well, you know. It'll still be about half an hour before I can join. You there?
Oh, I'm here. I'm here. Sorry, my headset must have been muted. But anyways, okay. I hope if you don't mind while I play, if I try to nab the raider role, you can do the same thing too. It's because there's like bonuses for the game if you reach a certain level by the time that the thing ends. For when you actually get the game proper. Raider, it's like the base minimum for the minimum prize is Survivor level 10 and or Raider level 5. The highest level gains is Survivor 40 or Raider 15.
And what do these bring you?
They give you in-game currency and tickets for what basically seems to be the slots system of the game, which you kind of need which I kind of recommend throwing all that you got at it when you get in.
Congratulations, you've already told me I'm going to hate this game to high hell.
Sorry.
No, it's not your fault. There's already a gotcha mechanic, and it isn't even released.
You don't... Yeah. The only thing I could say the only thing notable about it at the moment is at least they're not making you pay for it in beta form. The one game that I know that let you pay for their microtransactions while it was a demo or beta was Mass Effect 3 multiplayer.
Oh, there's been several games that have done that recently.
And if I recall from that multiplayer, you didn't even get to keep what you got when the game came out proper.
Yeah, it just seems like it's a problem all around in general. Game companies are like, oh, we can make a quick buck by selling this, and then it's like, oh yeah, no, you don't get this, and then people bitch, and they're like, oh, okay, well, if you had this, you'll be granted it, and it's like, that's not, no, that shouldn't have happened in the first place. Look, games as a service, I'm okay with. Do whatever. I mean, a lot of the games that I enjoy playing games as a service. I mean, look at freaking PSO2. But no, let's be honest with ourselves. Let's not even try to lie or hide it. They're definitely going to add gotcha mechanic to it where you can buy tickets outside of that.
Yeah.
There's no reason for them not to. The game itself for standard is only $20. There's no way they're going to make any profit off of it otherwise.
Well, the only
So
other
they're going
game
to
I
sell
remember.
exclusive customizations and or gotcha tickets.
We'll see about
Yeah, the only other game I know that kind of had like a little bit of a loot box thing for cosmetics, but didn't actually add microtransactions to it would be Resident Evil Resistance. I think that was the game that was paired with Resident Evil 3 or 2.
Yeah, but it was paired with the game. The game was already selling for, you know, 40, 50 bucks. The side game was just whatever. They didn't need to include anything with it. It was like, oh yeah, you buy this, you get this with it as well.
As well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys. Then
It's actually like, well, since it wasn't a versus, but the multiplayer for Final Fantasy. At first, it didn't have any of the pay for like the microtransactions, and you couldn't buy like things straight out, right? And then I think they later on added that because they just created the multiplayer for free. Yay! I blow your pants away.
Alright, is he gonna blow up an area right away, or are we gonna be alright?
See, I don't mind games with progression skills and all of that, but I hate when they're just like super randomized.
Alright, what's getting wrecked?
Or if you're gonna do games that have that randomized bullshit in it, do it in a manner that it's like, oh, after every battle, you know, there's like an in-game shop, and after every fight that you partake in, that shop resets, and then you can buy
something that gets you the guarantee.
Yeah.
not good. Someone is down. Can you help them?
Sounds like person who got down had a Dragonball. Wait, no, that was we still have it, or at least it looks that way.
One of your allies needs some help.
Thank you. Welcome.
So can I just punch the villain to death as a normal person?
You need to at least be transformed, otherwise the villain will just pimp slap you for trying. On a side note, it's a great way to distract the villain just for a couple of seconds. When those seconds are absolutely vital. Say like you need a couple of seconds just for the super time machine to erase them from existence.
So there is no balance mechanic. If you get caught by them, you're fucked.
You do have ways to stun him or run away.
Like I said, so if you get caught by them, you're fucked.
Great. You know what to do with that key.
Come on, where do I go? Where would I hit
Your
this?
allies knocked out.
Again, with Crazy Evil Dead, you had actual ways to defend yourself. It just makes it feel like, oh, I'm just gonna run around and be scared like a little bitch.
There is actually a nice passive that'll at least help in the matter. It's lets you at least helps you get energy for the for your first level transformation passively. Oh, and until you hit level 1. So it means even if you're not fighting anything, you'll at least hit level 1 eventually. Okay, what's going below? Area C.
Also, with the transformations, I have to transform into an alternative character. I don't get to just transform into my character in a higher power form. That's bravissimo. Hip hip hooray!
A or E? A. No, I need to go to A.
So essentially, me creating my character means absolutely fucking nothing.
You'll be seeing it for the most part while you run around.
Ignore the power keys. Get out of there. There's a beacon where the blue light is.
Well, if I can just transform and if I get enough energy, then why the fuck wouldn't I do that at the first point?
Please, you need to be extra careful. I've sent the escape time machine. Use it to get out of there.
What the heck?
The escape time machine is back.
I mean, what is literally stopping me from getting enough energy to level 1 and then using my transformation?
Well, simply put, the transformation is only temporary. And, well, it basically acts as a pseudo health bar.
Ah. So you're still just a basic bitch, okay. Again, with, you know, at least with, dumb ways to die, and, Predator Hunting Grounds and Evil Dead, you know, you may have been basic at that way, but you could still put up a defense for yourself in this one. It's just the equivalency of... It's just a drawn-out game of hide-and-seek. From what it sounds like. That was what I was dreading when this game was announced and I was looking at it, and I was like, sounds like a glorified variant of hide and seek. Good to know that all my fears have become true.
So what other games were you comparing this to?
Predator Hunting Ground, the Evil Dead, you know, the other 4 versus 5 games where I can at least stand toe to toe with my attacker instead of having to go boogity 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 boo, look, I'm a little bitch and run away. Where, you know, it may take 4 of you gang raping a demon, but you can still do it.
You know, it makes me think if you could probably, if you and the teammates can actually do it, gang up reliably, it's probably possible just to just gang up on the raider pretty quickly. Of course, you need the power level to do it.
Exactly. And then there, I didn't need to gather energy to transform. I could at least gain, you know, basic equipment. It might not be the best odds, but, you know. Let me point this out. Even in the Dragon Ball universe, how most of the people die outside of it, you know, all of that, are usually because they get, you know, sucker punched in their basic, you know, human civilians who, like, fighting back is just, like, sell lands and all that. And it's like, oh, okay, and the first person gets absorbed, and, oh no, I can't fight back because of sheer terror. In this one, I'm trying to be active to stop them from doing something. There's no combat back and forth between us in this instance. I'm not playing a Dragon Ball game that plays a normal civilization or a normal human or whatever, you know.
Looks like I got like an inside view of the building. It's hollow inside. So that's just to be accepted. That's the shell.
Oh, fuck it. Now let's even put this up. Dead by Daylight, since this is the closest comparative to that one. Even the people in Dead by Daylight try to at least fight back a little bit.
Really, that game's all about running away.
They can still fight back a little bit. Don't get me wrong, the thing's just going to downright fucking kick your ass, but you can.
You can fight back quite a lot in this one, too.
Yes, but you have to gather the capability of doing the transform, as you just said. In that one, you don't have to.
Really? How are you supposed to do it in Dead by Daylight?
There are ways. Certain perks and shit allow you to do other things. Like I said, the guy's going to fucking downright kill you for attempting it in that one. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, that's a big number.
I mean, yeah, you also can't actually kill the person in that one at all.
Would you
The whole premise of it. That's why you don't see a lot of like combat capabilities, but they do exist.
Me. I think I might be enjoying this a bit too much.
It's actually part of the reason why they put Dead by Daylight. If I did, then I'd just buy the West pack so I can just be Wesker and vanilla.
Okay.
Look, I like a good villain. That's a...
Can you hear me? It's Trunks.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I've set a super time
Apparently
machine
Wesker's like
full of
stupidly
supplies.
broken.
Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots.
Because he has, for one of his attack moves, if you use it in the like, actual proper way it's supposed to be used, what you'll do is dash forward and grab them, and then you can do a secondary dash while still like gripping them. But if you do it at a place where you can throw them off, you can actually hit the throw or like a specific attack button and just chuck them across the room into objects. And yeah, you can do it without the drop off too. You can still throw them pretty much across the room into the walls and shit. But yeah, like there's a lot of them that's just stupidly fucking broken.
Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick. Great. You know what to do with that key.
I gotta know what DVD this stuff I have in here.
I'm in danger here, aren't I?
Ugh. Is this wrong time? Yes, this is wrong time.
Nothing.
If you're wondering about the significance of the movie Wrong Turn and why it's such a big thing, they found a copy. The movie's like for being released this year, last year. I wanted to see it, but no place was having it. Redbox had it for like a brief time, and then I missed that time, and then we're getting it back, so I'm wondering what happened to the studio, or what's happening with the studio. And then I found a copy and got it for $2. Oh, right, Luna, you're a funny bunny. Yes, you need food, you need water, and you need your butt scratched. Scratched the red movie. Well, I'm waiting for this to finish now, but I might as well do that. Scratch the rabbit's butt, honestly. Like I said. And I'm not a big fan of 4v1s, because usually, 90% of the time, they're just not balanced. Predator, Hunting Grounds, and, you know, Evil Dead, I will say, are the two balanced ones I think.
Can you help them?
And even Predator and Big Ground, that shenanigans bullshit, that makes it really hard to defeat a team one side or another.
Where am I?
You get a good enough team together with our build setup. Una, I can't put this there if your head's in the way. It doesn't work. You're not a fucking ghost. But, you know, with our setup in Predator Hunting Grounds, which I'll probably re-download at some point if you want to play that again at some time.
I still have it on my system.
Great. You know what to do with that key.
Yeah, you don't like it when the cup fights back, do you?
Welcome. Thank you, welcome.
Luna attacks my hand every once in a while when I go to put the food in and all that, so I just bop her in the head with the cup. Like, I'm like... And she's like, hey,
One of your allies needs some help.
you can't hit me, I'm a fluffy bunny. It's like, oh, you know you're gonna get hit every time you do this. There comes a point when you stop trying to do something like this. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, a Santa came to slay.
Thanks.
Nope. I guess it's this one that's the red flowers. Yep, that was right this time. Go. Close that up. I can put them away later. Soon.
I'm in danger here. aren't I?
You doing all right, Luna, for getting bopped in the head? Close. Also, I was told that this would only be 5 gigs. It was 7 gigs. I was lied to. You there?
I'm here. Yeah. Hi.
There we go. Something weird was with my mic. It sounded like you were a million miles away.
It's also a bit of a mix of me just not saying anything at times.
No, I mean it was just... It sounded like you were a million miles away. It was something weird with my mic. Let's see how deaf I can make myself. Crank the volume max and just turn up the mic. No, I can't find the case for a wrong turn. I guess the case took a wrong turn. Yeah, I thought the joke was just as stupid too.
Come on. Need a...
I'll send some supplies to help.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I needed. I just need to go get to it.
Wow, there's a lot of...
Not good. Someone's
Except this, except this, except this, and now we're in a 20-minute loading screen. Congratulations, game industry.
Here I go.
Oh, it's part of the Xenoverse. This is part of the Heroes timeline. I'm actually a hermit crab.
Your allies knocked out. Can you save them?
Here goes nothing.
Huh, I can buy this haircut on PSO2.
No one does this to me.
I can't give myself pointy ears. Oh, come on. I'm gonna give myself exuberantly pointy ears. Oh my god, I can be Krillin. I can remove my nose. Well, you know what they say, the bigger the nose, the bigger the hose. So I got my choice between stab someone in the eye with my nose, 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 or no nose.
That's weird.
Cool.
Don't remember inviting this guy. No. I think somebody... Apparently, I think somebody who's... The person who might be possibly watching my stream decided to join in my lobby. I was like, oh. Like, I never really closed it off because, well, I didn't really see much point to doing so. Since, well, I didn't really have anybody to invite. It's like, I guess somebody decided to just invite themselves in. Or I don't know what's up, or he did just somehow tagged in. Daniel. Alright, I should probably change my character name at some point. Here we go. 9 levels to go on this thing, and who knows if I'll get that in time, at least for the raider. It's a long way to climb.
Great, I can be black. Good. Not because I'm a rabbit, but because I'm black.
What was the name of that again?
Ghost Stories?
Okay, yeah, that's the name.
Time to make the dumbest abomination I possibly can.
I made you a promise, didn't I? I said you would experience a dread like no other. I intend to rid the universe of every last one of you.
Etc.
let the carnival of terror begin.
Right, what am I dealing with?
I'm a bit disappointed I can't choose bald. I think that might be Slater's too. No. Nope. Definitely not. Go with the most outstanding color characterization I
Give
can.
me the Dragon Ball.
Oh, I can't make myself just white.
You have my thanks.
Yeah. I can't even change the color of my eyes. Wow, that pisses me off. Alright. Oh, I can't even choose multiple versions of this, because what if I want to give them... Well, wow, okay, I gotta do that. Yes, I can. And that is better. Why did you give me such a boost power? Alright, well, my character is created.
You won't be able to cheat death again once I've torn you into a million little pieces.
placing the heroes first. The hell is this planet's gravity? On the moon. Oh, so while climbing a rock, I can't dodge. Wow. Okay, if they allow me to get away with this shit, the game may be worth it all as a mockery. You know, instead of looking at the damn thing and just looking back, I could do this a lot more efficient. Oh look, it's so. You know, it's great that our people were trained in the capability of applying, you know, not only life-saving procedures, but also technology, so that way we could use IT while running the key that we don't know anything about, so we just magically know how it fucking functions. I don't get it. Huh, it's the second game with a Cheon that's actually intelligent. In space! No, it's Turkey. targeting ridicule on this is going to throw me for a goddamn loop.
I apologize for the wait. Shall we begin round 2?
Oh, look, your Super Saiyan 2 form.
Another level to the Raider. Yeah. 2 levels. This might not take as long as I thought it would. I just need to get lucky. From 6 to 8. And the RAM has been disbanded. So says the game.
Oh, look, it's the Economy of Time's Palace.
With some of the currency, you could... Oh yeah, let me know when you're actually in the hub, so I can give you some... tell you some starting advice, I guess. Well, I guess the first one is after you're done with the cutscene, just check the mailbox.
So completely ignore the mailbox for the rest of the demo. Got it.
Yeah, that's where the stuff you can get... That's where some of the beta freebies are in. So you can like do some draws. You can also buy a couple of skills from the shop using the Zenny. So that's probably will be one. Those will probably be the power charger is probably one of the better ones.
Gun?
Got a gun.
Wait, I can just shoot him now. Okay, cool. So we caught Bulma in her teen years.
And Dragonball years. Yeah. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Hold on, looks like I need to like reboot the game. I got stuck in what in an infinite loading. It looks like.